my coworker smashed a water balloon on the back of my neck, and I was like, yeah.
Do it again.
Yeah, dude.
One more time.
Okay. Welcome back to the Tosty Section Podcast, the official, unofficial podcast of the Richmond Flying Baseball Squirrels. I don't think I've said that once this year.
No, but we are still the official, unofficial podcast.
Yeah, this is a baseball podcast about baseball. We're going to be talking to Trey Wilson, the voice of the Flying Squirrels, as we've been teasing for the whole season
What
now.
feels like generations.
But he's so busy.
He's so busy. And he's the Breakthrough Friend of the Year. He won the 2025 Tosty for Breakthrough Friendship of the Year. And that's something. That counts for something.
It's a huge honor. So the interview we did was audio only.
Yep.
So I think what I'm going to do is, because we're coming to you live in fantastic 4K, is I'm going to put the video part of the podcast first and then put the interview in the second half.
Unusual format for us, but
it is
worth sticking to the end. Trey was so fun to talk to.
Yeah, he's like...
Trey was so fun to talk to.
He's very humble. You know, he's like, oh, this is going to be the most boring episode ever. It's like, Trey, you have...
It's been one of my favorites.
Some of the most interesting stories in baseball. And also, his voice is good to listen to.
Yeah, it turns out a professional speaker knows how to speak. Mm-hmm. I'd put it in the top 5 all-timer episodes. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, and he was really generous. He spoke to us, I don't know,
over an hour, yeah.
Well, yeah, and maybe an hour before the game started.
Yeah, we bugged him at work.
But I think maybe post-season, we're just going to have a, let's chill with Trey.
I would love to chill with Trey.
Because we can and have just sat kind of for hours and shot the shit with him.
Yeah, it went by fast. And it was
did.
long.
Yeah.
And we didn't even get to all the questions we wanted to ask him. A lot of tangents.
A lot of tangents.
They're fun, though. They're good.
But because this is a baseball podcast, so last week I did my PELF homework.
Yep.
Reviewed Predator Badlands. Your PELF homework was...
Zootopia 2.
Before we get into your review,
okay.
I haven't seen Zootopia 1. Am I going to be lost?
I have one line at the top of my notes that'll catch you up in an instant.
Okay.
All right, so Zootopia 1.
Yes.
It's a world of anthropomorphic zoo animals.
Right.
The main characters are going to be a fox named Nick Wilde.
Okay.
He's
cool name.
Voiced by Jason Bateman.
Okay.
Then you have a bunny named Judy Hopps.
I know about her because people are very horny.
For Judy Hopps?
Are you kidding me? Have you seen have you met?
I don't go on the internet.
Have you met the internet?
I've never met him.
Wait, can we sidebar real quick?
Yeah.
What did Tug tell us yesterday?
Oh, she saw a furry at the Renaissance Fair.
And it made her think of us.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, moving on.
I forget who voices Judy Hopps. It doesn't really matter. Jennifer Goodman?
I feel like it does
somebody?
matter.
Hold on. Jennifer Godwin? Is that somebody? Are we getting close? Jennifer Goodwin.
Who's that? Does she have any other credits? Would I know her from anything?
She was in Big Love on HBO.
Never heard of it.
She played Snow White in Once Upon a Time on ABC.
Never seen it.
She was Beth Ann Stanton in Why Women Kill.
Nothing.
She was in Walk the Line. The Johnny Cash movie. Yeah, I was about to say the Johnny Depp movie.
Yeah, not the Walk. What was the
Walk Hard?
Walk Hard.
The Jonah Cox story.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, all right.
So anyway, in Zootopia 1, Nick the Fox, he's a con artist, and the bunny is a cop.
Yeah.
They end up working together somehow, some way, and they end up taking down the corrupt mayor sheep.
Kind of a catch me if you can situation.
No, because it's like a buddy cop thing.
Okay.
And they're like, there's corruption. I need your con artist skills mixed with my formal policing resources, and we're going to find out what the corruption in Zootopia is all about.
Those are the two skills.
Yep, exactly. So Zootopia, basically, it exists because of this technology that was, I think this was introduced in the second one, called weather walls, right? So it's like controlled ecosystem so that you can have penguins living with your lions, and you have like a jungle environment. It's like controlled climate control, so that all the animals can live.
It's a deus ex machina of why all these animals can live together.
Yeah, sure. Mm-hmm. Okay, so now Zootopia 2.
Mm-hmm.
What a banger. So now Nick the Fox is a cop because he got hired on by the ZPD, Zootopia Police Department, because of his great abilities in busting the sheep in Zootopia 1.
The sheep was the bad guys.
Correct.
Okay.
Just one sheep. It was the mayor. She was corrupt. She was behind all the bad things happening.
Okay.
So it opens up. They're doing a bust. Have you seen The Wire? You remember
Love The
season
Wire,
2,
yeah.
like where they're on the docks?
Yeah, this is the Polacks like me.
Yeah. Exactly. So
yeah.
it starts out, they're on the docks and they're doing a bust, a shipping container bust, right?
There was a bunch of dead hookers in there, like in season 2 of The Wire.
Exactly. No, there wasn't. But they did find a snake skin.
Okay.
Now, this is interesting for really just one reason. There's no snakes in Zootopia.
Racism.
Interesting. We'll come back to that.
Okay.
There's no snakes in Zootopia. Nobody's seen a snake in Zootopia in years and years and years and years.
Okay.
So Judy Hopps is like, what's this all about?
Right.
Judy Hopps is also a huge fan of like this conspiracy theory podcast hosted by Beaver.
Joe Rogan.
Yeah, but it's Fortune Feimster. You know Fortune Feimster, the comedian?
No.
Oh, okay, she's very funny. And they're like, oh my God, I'm hearing conspiracies that snakes are going to come back to Zootopia and strike during the Zootennial Gala, the 100th year of Zootopia's creation.
And people are like, there's no such thing as snakes.
Kind of.
Okay.
But Judy Hopps is like, this is very interesting.
Uh-huh.
Because I saw the snake skin with my own hand. I held it in my bunny rabbit paw. So they go to the gala.
Mm-hmm.
There's an antelope who's singing and dancing.
Cool.
It's Shakira.
Actually?
Well,
Like voice
by.
stuff?
Yeah.
Love that. That's great.
So the gala is being put on by a lynx, Lynx, the cats with the furry ears. His name is Milton Linksley.
Cool.
And he's the grandson of Ebenezer Linksley, who founded Zootopia and invented the weather walls that I briefed you on earlier.
Right.
So he's like credited with being like the godfather of this ecosystem, right?
Mm-hmm.
So his grandson's putting it on, and Judy meets another Linksley member of the family. Not Milton, but his son,
Okay.
Pawbert. Like Robert, but with paws, I guess. Pawbert
All right.
is his name.
Sure.
And he's like, oh, shucks, guys, I don't know about this gala. Like, my family doesn't really, I just don't fit it. He's like the black sheep of the family, right? Him and Judy Hopps are hitting it off, but all of a sudden, a snake enters. Just
Okay.
as the prophecy foretold.
Can you give me a visual of how the snake enters?
It was wearing a hooded cloak.
But like, is
And
it
was
like
a person?
Or is
No, it
it
was just kind of like up. It's a pit viper. So it's like up and it's got a hood over it and it slinks in. And then it reveals itself and everybody's freaking out.
right?
What is this?
Yeah.
I've never seen this.
What is this weird
It would be
curvy
like,
line?
right. What is this weird curvy line
Yeah.
with a lisp? So,
All right, guys. Yeah.
you get it?
Yeah. No, I get it. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So the snake steals a book that's like on display. It's like Grandpa Linksley's personal affects.
Okay.
The history of Zootopia, artifacts, items, like a museum piece, kind of.
Sure.
He steals a book, and he also steals Pawbert Linksley.
He
Wraps him up in his little snake-like body
Okay.
and bails with him. So Judy Hopps, being the detective that she is, she's like, I gotta follow this snake. I gotta save this Pawbert Linksley.
Should we preamble this by anyone who somehow missed my? You're gonna spoil the entire movie.
Yeah. I'm telling the whole movie through the lens of a dumb guy.
Right. Okay. So if you want to see Zootopia 2,
Yeah.
skip.
Yeah, skip. So Judy chases the snake. She's like, oh my God, I got to get Milton's son, Pawbert, back. And he has the book. Like, what's with the book? She finds the snake and she's like, not happy. But the snake's like, whoa, wait a minute. We're not evil. Everybody hates us and is afraid of us because we haven't been around in generations. But like, we're just misunderstood.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to prove it to you by, the contents of this book that I guess only I can decipher because it's snake-like.
Oh, hold on. So the book is like snake writing? Okay.
We'll get there.
Okay.
All right. So at first you're like, we got to kill the snake. It's a bad guy.
Uh-huh.
Snake's not a bad guy. Who's the bad guy then? It's Milton Linksley,
Of course it is.
the millionaire,
Yeah.
gala throwing ass,
Right.
pompous ass of a cat.
Mm-hmm.
He wants the snake dead. He wants his book retrieved at once. So what kind of secrets are in that book that he doesn't want to get revealed?
Right.
We're getting wrapped up in a conspiracy here. He sends his people after Judy and the snake. They get away, but the snake freaks out. He accidentally bites the chief of Zootopia police. And now they're like, oh, the snake's a killer. He's crazy. Obviously now public enemy number one.
Right.
The snake that attacked the cops. They go meet up with Danny Trejo. He's a lizard at a jazz bar.
That's extremely cool.
It's very cool. So Danny Trejo they go to him because he has the answers to what's going on. He says, all the reptiles, they're at a reptile jazz bar. We've all been pushed out of our communities.
Oh, so are the other reptiles in Zootopia but marginalized?
Yeah, they've all been pushed out to where they're at this weird reptiles only bar, little separate from the rest of the people. You know what I mean? And he says that the Lynx family actually created Tundra Town, which is the snow quadrant of Zootopia.
Makes sense.
They just put it over Snakeland.
Oh, right over top of it.
Right over top of it. They
Okay.
just pushed them right out. So he's like, they pushed us from our communities, and that's why you haven't really seen snakes. Tundra Town just kind of pushed all the snakes away.
Tundrification.
Exactly. The tundrification. Correct. So then the police show up again.
To-
This is a nonstop game of cat and mouse, or should I say of police, animals, and rabbit, snake, fox trio. The police show up. The snake gets away by itself. He just starts running. And now Nick and Judy are like, we were so close to the answers of what's going on here. We got to go find this snake. So they run into some goats on a mountain, and they're very German. They're like, oh, yeah, go to the top of the mountain. Is that German?
Yeah, it's like a German was in the room with me.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%.
So
yep.
they say, look up at the top of that mountain. You see that little building? That's an old snake hideout. The police are now at the top of the mountain. The snake and Paul Bert come in and save the day.
Okay. How so?
They just kind of bust in and are like going, ah, and, causing a ruckus. But Nick gets arrested. Nick the Fox gets arrested in all of this. The rest of the gang escapes through the desert. But they're like, oh my gosh, why do we have to go through the desert right now? There's a music festival in the desert. It's going to be so hard to traverse when there's all these people raving in the desert. It's called Burning Mammal.
Okay, I was actually gonna ask if there was some cool Burning Man.
Yes.
Okay, sweet. Burning
So
Mammal.
they run through Burning Mammal. You find out that the snake's name is Gary. Gary DeSnake is his last name. D-E.
Okay.
Snake. Gary DeSnake.
Little on the nose.
A little. He reveals that his grandmother was business partners with Ebenezer Linksley, the founder of Zootopia. Turns out she was the original creator of Zootopia. Not Linksley. He saw the power of the weather walls and wanted to use it to expand,
Yeah. After all,
bring in some money for himself.
weather wall.
After all, he's got the patent to the weather wall because he makes a patent with his name and he turns it in. So everybody thinks that he did it. He also framed her for the murder of his maid.
His maid. Okay.
He kills his maid's a turtle. He kills his maid.
He kills her
He kills her dead.
in this child's movie.
Kills the tortoise maid dead.
How does he kill her?
I don't remember. Just like whacks her with something. It's like not violent, but it's like,
Well-
I mean, it's violent. It's not graphic.
Okay. Yeah.
And then he's like, wow, look what this snake did to my maid.
Right.
Further persecution. That's kind of what kicked off snake persecution. But it was all ruse. It was
Right.
all him ousting her from the power of Zootopia.
Right.
Said he could take on the riches for himself. Danny Trejo was right all along.
Of course.
Textbook tale of money-hungry gentrification. So we have some good news and some bad news. Grandma Snake kept the original patent for the weather walls.
She's still alive?
No.
Okay.
But actually, I don't remember. Doesn't matter. The problem is it's buried under tons and tons of snow.
Oh, because the tundra.
Because Tundra Town. So they're like,
Can't spell tundra without tons.
what are we going to do?
Yeah.
What are we going to do? So they're like, let's just go to Tundra Town. It was like in a lighthouse or something. So like, if we activate the beacon, we can see the light shining through the snow. And that's how we'll know that that's the house. Paul Bert's there. They're all there.
So Pawbird's cool now, right?
He's been cool the whole time.
Okay.
He's the black sheep of the family.
Right.
He's just kind of along for the ride with
He's
their
like
adventures.
the tummy sticks guy.
Yes.
Okay.
Until now he's a bad guy.
Okay.
Right this very second, he stabs Judy Hopps with snake venom. And he's like, I need to stop you from doing what you're about to do because I need to preserve the reputation of my family and my dad will finally love me now.
Well.
So he's like, wait, you're the bad guy now. Now we got to fight all the lynxes. All the lynxes are bad. We thought we had a good lynx. In my notes when I was writing, while I was watching it, I said good lynx, good lynx, good lynx.
Yeah.
He was bad lynx.
Well, you know what they say, the weakest links.
The weakest links, indeed. So the snake, because he knows he's poisonous and he's responsible, he always carries an anti-venom on him.
Okay.
Hobbert stole the anti-venom when he stabbed Judy Hopps, so that she cannot be revived.
Okay.
Nick shows up, though, and he's like, you better not. And they fight. They're wrestling. They're struggling. This is the climax of the film, you see.
Okay.
Nick grabs the anti-venom. They're wrestling over it. Mine, no, mine. He grabs it. He throws it. The snake grabs it. He pow, pow, pow.
How's the snake grabbing
Just
things?
coiling stuff.
Okay.
And then,
so he doesn't have like arms.
no.
'Cause that'd just
Regular
be a
snake.
lizard.
Regular snake. He brings Judy back to life. Now everybody's good. Paul Burt doesn't have the anti-venom anymore. Everybody's against them. They chase him through a snowy hedge maze. Now stop me if you've heard about this before.
Okay.
He's hurt, hobbling,
I've not heard
out
about
of his mind, going through a hedge maze. That sound familiar in any way?
Like in Psycho?
No,
No, what's the other movie I'm thinking of?
the right one. It's called.
It's called Red Rum.
Yep. Keep going.
Shining.
There we go.
Okay.
It's just, so they recreate The Shining
Sick.
with the Lynx being like out of his mind, about to lose it. As they're going through the snow, they find a little cave. Inside the cave is a snake village. All the snakes are happily living together underground. They get the patent. They reveal that Grandma Snake is the original founder, creator of Zootopia. The Lynx family goes to jail, and Nick and Judy Hopps are heroes once again.
That sounds pretty good.
It was a scathing critique on the what's the word? The repercussions of urban development
Yep.
and gentrification.
Okay.
I give it 5 out of 5 pelfs.
5 out of 5 pelfs?
I liked it better than the first one.
Wow.
It was great. Run, Don't Walk to Zootopia 2.
So pelf is now 9 out of 10 pelfs for recommendations.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's a 90. That's an A
Yeah.
in most public schools.
Great. That's awesome.
It was a great time. It had laughs. No
How funny was it?
Not that funny,
Yeah.
but enough where like Alice and I would look at each other and be like,
Oh, I watched it with you.
oh yeah, of course,
Okay,
of
yeah,
course.
yeah.
We saw the first one together.
It does seem
in
right up
theaters.
her alley.
Hey. Yeah, no, just some chuckles, some little tongue-in-cheek moments. Nothing.
Was the first one more lighthearted?
I don't sense that there were such serious themes in the first one.
Yeah. Right.
The second one really
it's like The
tackled
Hobbit versus
some-
the entire Lord of the Rings trilogy.
Sure.
Yeah. We got to, I guess, get our next recommendations from Pelf,
From
huh?
Elf.
All right. Well, this is a baseball podcast.
Yeah, there is some baseball. So they were in Altoona. I'm not going to go through all the games because there's too many of them. The crazy game though that we have to talk about was Game 2 of the series with the extra innings gone wild. The craziest extra innings I've ever seen. It was tied. The game ends 5-5. During regulation, Bandera hits a home run. Ahuna's hitting. Everybody's good. 10th inning, 6-6. They each score their runner on second. The Squirrels put up 12 runs in the 11th inning.
That's right.
The Squirrels put up 12 runs in the 11th inning. The curve shortstop, Javier Rivas, hope you're watching. Thank you for 3 errors in 1 inning. Altoona did throw in a position player to pitch the end of the game, which I cannot recall if I've ever seen that.
In a minor league game?
Yeah.
I don't know if I have either.
Well, Bo Davidson took him deep for a 3-home run.
Well.
A 3-run shot.
I think I did see, was it Christian Koss who was pitching?
Yeah, he pitched for the Giants not too long ago.
Yeah.
Our sweet boy.
And I like they just like very generously call it an ephus.
Yeah. My phone was like, Christian Koss, there was a 30-mile-an-hour ephus. Ball 3. Games 3 and 4 were a doubleheader. Game 1 of the doubleheader, Jonah Cox went 3 for 3 with 2 triples.
Of course he did.
What can't that man do?
Collecting all the bones.
Yeah. Game 2 of the doubleheader, the Squirrels won in a 10-0 shutout. Darian Smith and Will Bednar Eiffel Towered the Rubber Ducks. That's all there is. Jack Payton hit his first AA home run.
I think was it his first AA hit?
Yep. And it was a
Nice.
home run.
Nice.
So those were games 3 and 4. Not much to say about the rest of the series other than Arteaga did have homers in back-to-back games, and obviously Jonah Cox continues to be the bone collector. 3 games apiece.
Okay.
Came back home to play the Duckies. Game 1, Squirrels win 5-0. Joe Whitman throws 6 innings of 1 hit baseball, striking out 7 guys. Ceballos hit a home run. Zach Morgan hit a home run. Maui Ahuna hit a home run. Squirrels win 5-0. in game 2. The Squirrels are down to their last strike with 2 men on base, and Drew Kavanaugh comes up and delivers the walkout knock. That's where Mick got the picture of him just getting
one of the best
blasted with the
photos of
Gatorade
Mick's
cooler.
career, I think.
Squirrels lose game 3. Game 4, they win 9-6. They were down 6-0. This was the Friday night game. They were down 6-0 through 4 innings. They scored once in the 5th, but then had a 6-run 6th inning. 5 of those runs were just a pair of doubles from, guess who? Jonah Cox and Bo Davidson. Diego hits a 2-run homer in the 7th for some insurance. Squirrels end up coming back. I think that was their biggest comeback in franchise history. Is that right? 6-0? That doesn't feel right.
Couldn't possibly tell you.
I saw that somewhere, but I can't remember where. And then Mother's Day, Joe Whitman, he's a nasty boy. He loves his mom. 5 innings, 3 hits, no runs, 8 strikeouts. Jack Choate, Rademacher, how do you say his name? Rademacher. And Stanovich held him down. Jonah Cox had a 2-run triple. Why is he hitting triples? Triples are so hard to hit. And he's already hit like 4 in this rundown. Sugasti has a 2-run home run. The Squirrels end up winning that entire series, 5-1. And because we're a week late, we'll do the last one on the road. It was another split. Game 1, Squirrels win 7-1. Davidson homers. Ben Peterson makes his Squirrel debut. He faces 6 batters in a relief effort. Puts down all 6 of them. Struck out 3 of them. Choo-choo for game 2. Tugboat. We got tugboat.
That's the sound tugboats make. Yep.
Choo-choo?
Yep.
Or like, what is it? What do they make? Is it not a choo-choo?
I think you're thinking of trains.
But don't they run? Anyway, so he throws 5 scoreless frames, strikes out 6. Diego hits a home run. Parks Harbor hits a home run. Harbor was a triple shy of the cycle. 4 ribbies that day. Squirrels win 6-5. Game 3, Darian Smith gets hit uncharacteristically hard. Your brother, Zane. Zane Zielinski.
Yep.
He got his first AA hit. That was a home run.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jonah Cox, once again, hits a triple.
Yeah.
And Parks Harbor homers again. The Squirrels lose that one 7-14. They lose again game 4. This is the wrong kind of history because it's the first time the Squirrels have lost back-to-back games in the CarMax Park era. Right. This season. The newcomer Ty Hanchey gets a pair of doubles, and Maui hits his first triple of the season. So many triples.
Yeah.
It makes no sense. And then that road series ended with a doubleheader. They lost one. They won one. The first game of the doubleheader, Harbor and Ciccone go back-to-back home runs in the first inning. Cox hits a home run. Harbor gets another home run in the 3rd inning. Ahuna hits another triple. That's 4 home runs for the Squirrels in that game, but Erie took over in the 4th to win it 6-5. And the second game of that doubleheader is another Joe Whitman shutout. A classic, 5 scoreless. Choate and Mitch White holding them down on the back end. Squirrels win 2-0. All in all, they split the Seawolves series 3-3. They won the homestand 5-1 and split the Curb series 3-3. As of now, they're 28-11. They're still in first place in the Eastern League.
Comfortably, right?
5.5 games ahead of Akron.
Okay.
So
I mean, not
as comfortable as it was last time we
Right.
talked, but
Yeah.
still, I mean, their winning percentages in the 700s.
right.
Weekly awards, Ding or Daddy.
It's gotta be Jonah Cox.
It's Jonah Cox again.
I mean,
it's
you
Jonah
said his
Cox
name so many
again.
times, yeah.
He's hitting like 430 almost.
Is he not the? He was at some point
He's-
last week the best hitter in minor league ball, not Double A, not
the
East.
Eastern League, in all of minor league
All-
baseball. He's hitting well over 400.
Yeah,
He
was
hitting
429 last night.
429 he ended.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what he ended at some point last night. It was 429, but doesn't matter.
The man's on fire. He was hitting 446 with a 1.2 OPS.
Crazy.
6 stolen bases. This is just for the month of May. 4 triples, 3 home runs. And he had a pair of triples at the end of April, too. So really, since last time we spoke, 6 triples for Jonah Cox.
Baker's a full dozen, man.
Parks Harbor's not far behind, though.
Parks Harbor is doing great.
He is also 1 dot in his OPS. He has more home runs than Cox.
Okay.
I think he had 5 in the month of May. Cox had 3
More
so
for the
far.
season?
No. He's killing it. That was a tough one. The shove bruv was not a tough one.
I have not. You didn't talk about pitching a lot in that.
Except for that Joe Whitman loves his mom and just goes 5 scoreless every time he goes out there.
Speaking of moms, I love my mom.
I
It's
love
her
my mom.
birthday today, right now.
Oh, happy birthday, Evan's mom. My mom's birthday's not till November, but she's listening. So, hi, Mom. Love you, too. Yeah, Joe Whitman pitched 3. He started 3 games that we just talked about. He had a 1.88 ERA, not just from one game. He had 2 games that were scoreless, 14 and some change innings, 18 strikeouts. Joe Whitman. We haven't really talked roster moves yet, so
Been a lot.
there's some old ones on here. I'm not going to go through all of them, but the ones that are felt heavily. Turner Hill, Zach Morgan, Arteaga, and Kavanaugh all called up to Sacramento. We got Jack Payton, Ty Hanchey, Zane Zielinski up in Richmond. On the pitching side of things, the Giants traded Patrick Bailey for tugboat Matt Wilkinson.
Yep.
And we got lefty Dale Stanovich, righty Ben Peterson up from single A, high A and single A. And that's Squirrels baseball for you. That's 3 weeks worth of baseball in 6 minutes, more or less.
It's the fastest 6 minutes in baseball.
Save my vocal cords.
I think something we need to shout out is on Mother's Day, the Natasha, or I think it was Mother's Day weekend.
Saturday and Sunday.
The Natasha jerseys were debuted, and it was the first time a female mascot was on a minor league jersey.
That is correct.
And the anchors on SportsCenter were wearing
the
jerseys.
That was cool.
Super cool.
And Natasha's Mom Tasha.
Mom Tasha.
Mom Tasha made her debut.
Yeah.
She threw out the first pitch. Gosh, she looked good. That was
Yeah.
great. That was great. We went to Cam's Little League game.
Oh, we sure did.
I had to check the last minute notes to make sure we didn't forget anything before we go
Not
to
only
the
did we
nutsack.
go, it was a star-studded event.
Sam was there.
Sam was there. Oppo
was there. Jackie was there.
Jackie was
the
there.
The gang was out. It looked so fun.
It was exciting baseball.
It was.
And those kids can hit and shove.
I would like to give a shout out to Cam for absolutely smoking a double.
That was
down
right,
the left field line.
So I was there a couple of minutes late, and I was walking up third base side in the outfield just as his double was coming towards me.
He smoked it.
He did absolutely smoke it. He's great. It was a gutsy win by the team, by the Bethlehem Little League Nationals.
Yeah, I would love to sponsor a Little League team.
Can we talk about Coach Mark?
Coach Mark? Let's talk about Coach Mark.
So I'm sure anyone who listens to this knows Cheats, and he's the
best.
generous, nicest,
He's the sweetest boy.
optimistic people on the planet. And he was Mr. Serious.
That's why he went from Cheats to Coach Mark.
Coach Mark during the game. He was locked in.
Cam came over to say hi to us while he was on deck. He was like, "Get back in the on deck circle."
Mm-hmm.
He runs a tight ship.
He does, but, after the game, they won. He gave a very rousing speech.
Great speech.
I can't
He
think
said,
of anyone who I'd want to be my kid's Little League coach more than him.
Yeah, I would. Yeah. How can we sponsor the Bethlehem Nationals?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. We need our names on the back. It doesn't make me feel good that the two teams, one was like a lawyer's office, one was like an orthodontist or something.
Insurance
so it might
agency.
cost a little bit more than we're willing. Maybe we can get like a patch.
Maybe we can do a GoFundMe from Tostado Nation to sponsor a Little League team.
Yeah.
How much could it possibly cost?
It's
got to be a lot. I don't know.
I have no idea. I'm sure we could find out. That'd be so cool.
That would be so cool.
We need to get the nicest jerseys they've ever had.
Oh, yeah. 3 sets. Home road alternate with pants to match.
The color rush or whatever they call them. What do they
City
call them?
Connects.
Yeah, City Connects. Yeah.
Yeah, they got to have the Hanover County City Connect. It's just the tomatoes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I'm definitely going to another Cam game. That was super fun.
So fun. Seeing Oppo there was a complete surprise.
Oh, yeah.
He didn't know we were coming. He was just there by himself, just supporting the cause.
Right.
Love it. I love Oppo.
Yeah.
When you get Oppo on the pod.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we're going to get Oppo.
Yeah,
I've talked to him.
We have an interesting... Should we just go to the nutsack?
Yeah. So let's just go to the nutsack now, and then afterwards we'll just drop right
Speaking
in.
of nutsack, do you see the Giants win celebration?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's Tostado section approved right
Yeah.
there.
Hard to illustrate with words.
Just 3 guys holding each other's hips and
Just 3 guys
gyrating.
just respecting each other's bodies.
Exactly.
But yeah, let's get right into the nutsack, and then we'll afterwards we'll go right into
kick
the
it
Trey
to
interview.
The greatest interview of all time.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we have one from Ann K. Hall. Wants to know, could the Scrappers beat Cam's Little League team?
That's funny because we were talking about that.
Now, for those who don't know, the Scrappers are a lovely sandlot baseball team located right here in Richmond, Virginia, made up of men in their late 30s,
Not just men.
early 40s. Most of us we're just a bunch of little leaguers. Not a whole lot of talent. Maybe like one guy played D3 ball, but nobody's really that good.
Mm-hmm.
But could we beat a bunch of 10-year-olds?
These 10-year-olds are really good.
They're pretty good.
Now,
Now imagine Ben Shepherd coming up to the plate.
Yeah.
He's gonna.
So I'll say these kids can pitch.
They can.
There's only so much you can do with 10-year-old arms, you know?
Mm-hmm. Like if you hit one into the corner, how many relays, how many cutoffs is it going to
Or
take
just
to
like
get that ball
I'm just
in?
talking like exit velo.
Oh yeah,
Like they're making good contact.
Sure.
Swings look good. But
sure,
like
40 miles an hour off
but
the
they're
bat.
still they're still
Yeah,
children.
Exactly.
The pitching looked about as good as I've ever seen in Scrappers. You and I did get a couple ABs after the game.
Yeah. I got some work to do.
Yeah. I mean, we hit them pretty far compared to
yeah.
the
Yeah. I think my exit velo was probably 2 to 3 times that of any hit we saw that day. I think we could beat them.
I think so too.
Just based on the merit of size and stature.
Right. Just like pure physical stats alone.
Yep.
But like their fundamentals way better.
Oh yeah. They actually like they're they're stealing bases.
Yeah.
If they start stealing, we had to start making throws.
No chance.
No chance.
No chance. No chance.
They're stealing everything. Thank you, Ann K. Hall, whoever that is.
Mm-hmm. This one's from friend of the podcast, Helen Hardiman.
HH, brother.
Tell us how the Tosty boys first met, ? I have no recollection
Nope.
whatsoever.
Nope. Best I can do is we ran in the same circles.
Mm-hmm.
We ran on 2 different parts of the same Venn diagram.
Yep.
And then eventually our middle happened.
Right. And that middle was
Beans.
and the game where I think we created the Tostado section.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
I had known you for a while, but that was like the impetus of Big Hangs.
Yeah.
Thank you, Frankie.
So really this was it.
This is it. You're looking at it, HH.
Mm-hmm.
Take it in. Yeah, I don't know that it's really a better story than that. Just we know the same people and our lives just folded onto one another. And then we were like, Frankie Tostado is pretty cool. And here we are.
He is cool. By the way, he just got started for the Railroaders.
The Cleburne Railroaders in Cleburne, Texas.
Went 3 for 3.
Playing with
couple
Carter
nights
Aldretti.
ago. Carter Aldretti, yeah.
Yeah. I found out Andrew Bellotti was their opening day pitcher. He's an old Phillies prospect. So that was fun.
I think Tyler Myrick's in that league as well.
Is he?
Isn't he? Is he not the one? Is he not playing for KC?
Oh, you're right. Yep. He is playing for the Monarchs.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, we should go travel to the Midwest. Go see the boys.
You consider Kansas and Texas the Midwest?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. I mean, they play like Chicago too.
Yeah, they play them.
That's north-south.
Chicago, Midwest, no doubt.
Sure.
Michigan, Midwest.
Right. But you can't be South Midwest?
Kansas?
It's not the Midwest? What do you call it? Middle America?
Real America.
Real.
Texas, decidedly not Midwest.
Yeah, I can agree with you on that one.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of the Phillies,
Oh, yeah.
we got really just a note from our friend Evan Gates. Get me on if they keep me here when we come to town.
There's no chance we won't do that.
Take you out to dinner, baby boy.
Yeah. I hope Emily's, I don't know if she's traveling with him too, but yeah, God,
I think she would for Richmond.
probably so, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, love to see the Gator again.
Yeah.
We already talked about stealing his hat. Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. So yeah, Gates, for sure. You're going to be the only non-Giants affiliated player we've ever had.
Oh, speaking of HHs,
Oh.
HH Storm 21, what's something you are each looking forward to this year? She didn't say baseball-wise.
Christmas.
I feels like we've barely scratched the surface of CarMax Park.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so exciting. It's such a big, juicy apple to take a bite off at the beginning of the season. There's so much baseball left and so much friendship and fun.
I don't want to jinx anything, but with the record they have right now, we might get to go to a type of game that we haven't gone to in 3 years.
Mm-hmm. A PO game.
A PO, maybe. Looking forward to Saturday, my birthday, in the Atlantic Union Bank Lounge.
Yeah.
With 20 of our closest toasties.
Right.
That's going to be crazy.
Yeah, hopefully we're still allowed back in CarMax Park.
I think we'll be just fine.
Okay, as long as we don't hand out our stickers.
Yeah, exactly. Oppo, earmuffs. On the subject of CarMax Park, RVA Filmworks, go check them out. RVA Filmworks, only the finest photography and videography services available to man. Buy a seat or standing room only and walk around and watch.
Now, this is interesting
This is interesting.
because, first off, I think the standing room only seats are a great value proposition.
Yes.
There's plenty of places to sit when you get them.
Yep.
And when we have bought seats, we spend a lot of time walking around.
Yep. For your run-of-the-mill game, just get in there. We still haven't bought front row seats.
Front row?
Yeah,
No, we haven't. No.
we should do that just for the real experience. But I don't know. I mean, I haven't felt compelled to buy a real seat yet. I've been a standing room only boy.
Maybe we'll leave
almost
that
every
part out
game.
because I'm sure they want to sell tickets.
True. Standing room only is great.
Like if it's a night like tonight, as we record this, the game is starting right now. I might just grab myself an SRO and just pop over the game, just
Pop over there and
catch a few innings.
Grab a hot dog, grab a beer.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Bum 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 bum. This one is from a person I don't think has ever sent one in before, and apologies if I pronounced the name wrong. Monjoses? Monjoses.
I think it's John Moses. Monjoses.
Oh, that's cool. Do you miss the diamond?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. No, I don't wish they would go back to the diamond.
Don't bring it back.
Yeah. It is weird. Even last night, leaving the game, walking by the diamond, and it's just like all the signage is still like Nutsy's doghouse and stuff.
Yeah.
It's all just like they closed. I mean, they did. They closed the doors and just moved on. And I walk by and see kind of like the tunnel where we've had some fun memories at Barney's Pub, and we had a lot of really powerful, strong sexual memories there.
Do I miss it? I mean, I guess I do. For the nostalgia, is it too soon for it to be nostalgic?
No, and I think it's at the right place where it's like it lives beautifully in our memories.
Yeah, very special place in my heart for that giant hunk of concrete.
People always ask me like, how long is the diamond going to be up? The city owns the diamond, not the team.
Yep.
So no one on the team has any more answers than anyone else.
Yep.
But the city is like, we don't know. So it's going to be up for a few more years.
We'll sneak in. We should sneak in.
I don't think we would need to sneak in. I think we could probably just walk around. I think if we asked the right people, they'll be like, yeah, you can walk around and look at it. There's not a lot going on there.
I want to sneak in the middle of the night, have a sleep over there. Movies on the outfield.
A diamond lock-in?
Uh-oh.
Hold on.
Hello?
What even is on because there's still baseball happening there.
VCU ball.
So the field's still intact.
Tostado section celebrity softball game.
That would be so cool.
It would be very cool. Riley J. Trapp,
Yeah.
newest friend of the show, supporter of Greg Day. Which Richmond Flying Squirrels player do you think would survive the longest in a zombie apocalypse? Now, this is interesting. Who's from somewhere with guns?
Right. All of them.
True. What state has the most guns? It feels like Texas.
It's got to be Texas, though.
Who on the team's from Texas? We got anybody from Texas on the team?
I don't know.
All right, I'm going to find the most conservative state in America on the Flying Squirrels roster. I'm going strictly off access to weaponry and familiarity with it. If you have any other things to pitch in, by all means.
So we're giving a lot of credit to where they're from, not so much their individual.
Did you know that Ty Hanchey's from Norfolk, Virginia? Jack Payton, he's got to be from Texas, right? He's from Illinois. Charlie Ciccone, where are you from? Illinois. All right.
Let's rethink this.
Zane Zelensky, Illinois. Why is everybody
Why
from
everyone's
Illinois?
from Illinois?
It's Dennis Pelfrey. He's from Texas.
Oh, Pelf would be so. Are you kidding me?
Technically, that's not a player, but I think it might be Pelf.
Pelf would be the perfect. I mean, he's a natural born leader, obviously.
Obviously.
He's going to really bring the troops together.
Delegate and get resources.
I hate to keep bringing up Jack Choate's big ass.
He's a big boy.
He's a big boy. I mean, if we take guns out of the equation, you put like a
just fists? We're talking fists?
I mean, they can all swing bats.
Kind of leads into the next question.
This one's from our friend C.S. Inez. Very similar question. You have to take a punch to the face from a player. Who are you asking to take that swing? This is kind of a reverse of our arm wrestling question.
Yeah.
That's interesting because I don't know if necessarily like the biggest dude, Jack Choate.
Would punch the hardest?
Yeah.
Greg Ferrone has big legs.
That'd be a kick.
Oh, yeah. But it's also where you generate your power for the punch, you know? Realistically, Diego Velasquez.
Why's that?
He's short.
He's not that short.
Is he not that short?
He's like 6'1".
Is he really?
I think so.
Let's look it up. Because I have the roster right here from trying to decide where everybody's from. He's 6 foot, 208.
He's not tiny.
No, it's like me.
Yeah.
Me-sized. Okay, maybe not Diego. I mean, Tyler Vogel, we said, was the smallest guy on the team. We've said that. It feels like a cop-out to use that answer again.
And again, he is a pitcher.
He knows
how to
I want it to
rotate it, force through his hands.
You know what? I want it to be Tugboat. Just put me out of my misery. Just put me out of my misery.
Tugboat can he can scrap.
Yeah. He
For
doesn't even need to scrap. He's like a one-hit quit.
So you want to get punched in the most powerful way.
I think so.
So you would just be done.
Yeah. I know Tugboat could rock me like a hurricane.
She said want to punch us, right? Or did she say
Who are you asking to take that swing?
Why do people
Yeah, why are you trying to see us get hurt?
These are all strong professional athletes. They're
Yeah.
gonna beat us at everything.
Yeah. I like it though.
Yeah. Okay, Tugboat for you.
Yeah. Floor
Let's
me.
talk about who we'd least want to get punched in the face with by.
Pelf. It would hurt me emotionally.
I think
Imagine pissing Pelf off so bad that he has to hit you in the face. That freaks me out. That freaks me out.
you know who would scare me. Who I think could really ex-Squirrels player Von Brown.
Oh, he looks like an MMA bro.
Well, yeah, and he used to wear the scorpion mask.
Yeah. So he'd shoot you in the chest with a hook and get over here.
Yeah. So that didn't really answer the question, but
I want Tugboat to knock me out.
my brother who cares about my passions and hobbies, Noah, Hody. Should we have bring your friends to work days? Which friend would you like to visit? I think he means like on the staff. Well, hey, bud. That's basically every game we go to.
But pregame, I think I'd go with the mascot department.
Yeah,
I'd go with Nutsy's roommate Rex.
that'd be cool.
Oh, he gave us those sweet pilot wings. Shout out to Nutsy's roommate Rex.
The Acorn Airmen?
Acorn Airmen.
Like full on metal.
Beautiful
Pilot wings.
Thank you.
I mean, honestly, we got a little taste of it from this interview you're about to hear, but hang out with Trey ahead of time, the kind of prep he does.
Oh, that would be very interesting. That would scratch my baseball itch. Rex's or Nutsy's roommate Rex's mascot department would scratch my silly boy itch.
Yeah.
I think those are two of my biggest itches in life.
Yep. I still think the grounds crew would be fascinating.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's hot out today.
It's very hot,
It's like
but
100
like
degrees today. I don't want to
the
go.
amount of work they go through to get everything ready for the game.
Yeah.
Which isn't to take anything away from everyone else, but like
Sure.
those dudes are super passionate. We gotta get James
Petrella.
Petrella. We don't even know him, but just
Never talked to him. I think he follows us though.
everyone says he's the best, and God, yeah, those guys are obsessive.
That's a side of the world that we have not
Really
touched
don't
at all.
Really don't. Speaking of fields, when we were at Cam's Little League game, you know, the Diamond famously had some water problems.
Mm-hmm.
There was a sinkhole.
Yep.
Oppo told me that the new field can drain, I'm going to get the number wrong, but like something insane, like 30 inches of water an hour.
Yeah,
or something.
I forget what it was, but he's like, I asked him how long it takes to drain. He's like, literally, as soon as the water can get through it, it's gone.
Yeah.
We haven't had a rain delay yet this year, have we? Yes, we have. There was a game that...
There was a game that Ray said
yeah.
he counted as missing, which I don't count.
Well,
Ray was there for game time.
I asked if he had missed any games yet. He said, well, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
He said, I showed up for first pitch, but they didn't call the game. They delayed it until like 9:30 at night.
Ray, we're not counting. You were there. That's it. That's all our questions. That's the first half of our show.
It's Trey time.
It is Trey time.
I love Trey time. I think you're going to like Trey time, my viewers at home.
We've got a very special guest, along with Blaine McCormick. He is the voice of the Flying Squirrels on MILB TV and 910 The Fan. The man with the orangest baseball card collection I've ever seen in my entire life. And let's not forget that he's the 2025 Tosty Award winner for Breakthrough Friendship of the Year. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Trey Wilson on the pod.
I'm excited to be here. I'm glad y'all finally got my agent to talk me into doing this.
Yeah, our people got with your people.
That's actually just me. I always joke like on the air, we'll pull some like really deep stat and I'll be like, well, this is from the Flying Squirrels Stats and Research Department with me on my 3rd Celsius about 4 a.m. and a Best Western.
Yeah, we talk about our research department sometimes and it's ChatGPT. Yeah. ChatGPT. If you ever hear us reference ChatGPT.
AI.
Yeah.
I tell our people here, the only appropriate time that AI is the answer is when you're talking about Allen Iverson.
The answer. That is
the answer. You're right. And as a Philly sports guy, I can respect and appreciate it.
As a 757 native, shout out.
True.
Trey, anytime we've talked to someone on the team, kind of want to hear the story of how you got into this job.
So I kind of fell into this by accident, which is like the greatest thing because I love doing this. It's a ton of work. I'm here late, a lot of nights, early, a lot of mornings. But it's super rewarding. It's super cool to get to do this. Like you're a kid, like, and watching baseball games, looking at baseball cards. Like, could you imagine, like, this is how I make my living? Like, not to brag, but it's kind of cool.
No,
like,
brag away.
I get to spend time sometimes with some of the guys that I like idolized as a kid, like Will Clark's here, or sitting down with John Smoltz last year. Anyway, so that was like kind of the dream, and. So I grew up in Virginia for the most part as a military family, so we moved around a lot, North Carolina, Georgia, kind of back and forth. So this is kind of home. Come back to that in a little bit. But I went to school out in Southwest Virginia at Bluefield College, a little tiny school now called Bluefield University. And while I was there, I actually got kicked out for a little while. We're not going to get into that. I mean, it's part of the story. But when I got let back in, which was a whole thing, I needed to just figure out what can I do that keeps me around sports and baseball. Now that part of my chapter had ended, so I started doing. There was a flyer posted on campus. This is around 2009, 2010. So like digital streaming starting to kind of become a thing. Mm-hmm. They needed somebody to do play-by-play for a volleyball match. It was a sport that I actually kind of knew. I played volleyball in high school. Fall was the football season. I didn't want to get killed playing football in the 757. So volleyball was kind of my stay in shape
and such.
When I was in high school, it was like this. The region down there was like it was Tyrod Taylor and EJ Manuel and Taj Boyd and Cam Chancellor. And I'm looking at me at like
could have been Trey Wilson.
Dude,
no.
Yeah, imagine just being a 14-year-old. Go up against
I did have to guard Cam Chancellor in basketball.
I can't even imagine.
It did not go well.
Yeah.
For me. So I knew volleyball because I'd played it. I like signed up for it and did it. It was awful. I was so bad. But I really enjoyed it. And then just kind of followed that path. I started doing a lot of baseball, basketball, football for the school, kept growing and doing that. Ended up landing a job. Our baseball team, we shared a stadium with a minor league team. Kind of like what used to be at the Diamond, except it was a different situation. But the Baltimore Orioles had a team there forever, and the Toronto Blue Jays came in. I ended up landing a couple of gigs there, became the broadcaster there with that team, and then wanted to kind of move up. Wanted to say, okay, 'cause that was a cool small town gig. I could have done that for 50 years. Been like the guy in a small town.
Yeah.
It would have been awesome, but I wanted to do something bigger.
Single A ball?
Rookie ball. There used to be, before the minor league contraction, like the Blue Jays ladder when I was there, you went to the Complex League in Florida. Right. And then the next level up was advanced rookies, what they called the Appalachian League back then, Bluefield. And then you had short season single A in Vancouver, and then low A in Lansing, and then high A in Dunedin, and then double A in New Hampshire, then triple A in Buffalo. Survive all that, maybe you get to Toronto.
Right.
So I went to Bluefield, did that for a little while, and then I went up in the Blue Jays ladder to Lansing, Michigan. I was there for a year. Ended up landing a job as the number 2 in Altoona, the Curve. We know them. We hate them. I hate them. The rivalry era is done. I always joke that the rivalry, remember the Squirrels Curve rivalry for a little while was pretty intense. I always joke it started when I left. So I always joke that I was the catalyst, but really it was a bunch of Curve pitchers hitting Squirrels guys and Jacob Hayward not liking it. But so I went there. My boss left halfway through my first season to take a big league job, so I got elevated into the lead spot. Was there for 4 years, and then Jay Burnham used to be the guy here in Richmond. It was John Laser and then Jay Burnham. Jay was leaving to take a job. He was going home to UMass, and he called and was like, "Hey man, I know you've always had your eye on Richmond. I'm leaving. here's who you need to reach out to. So I reached out, and I just could not wait for an opportunity to come back close to home. I always loved coming to Richmond as a visitor with Altoona. Loved the games, loved the atmosphere that they put together here. Parney was awesome, still is. He's not a was, he very much is. And Anthony Opperman, who's kind of the guy in charge of hiring me, he's now our GM. So that's a long. I did a lot of other stuff, kind of winding along the way. I did a lot of freelance stuff, graphic design and PR work, and random basketball and football games all across the country. But that was kind of the baseball path.
If you grew up in Virginia, if you have to PR this and say you're a Giants fan, we can do that.
I can be real.
Who do you root for?
I grew up mostly a Braves fan.
Yeah.
Like I lived outside of Atlanta a little while as a kid too. But in Virginia, the Nationals didn't exist until I was in high school. Yep. And the Orioles were like, Maryland feels like a different world, even though they're a little closer. They're 4.5 hours away.
Right.
But like, I grew up a kid in the 90s. The Braves were it. They were the team. We couldn't afford to have like cable growing up. So even the TBS thing wasn't really a part of it, except if I go to my grandparents' house because they had that fancy direct TV.
Oh, yeah.
Station?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, unless it started raining.
Yeah.
But that was kind of the team I followed for the most part. I was kind of like followed a couple other teams through waves. I wasn't really like a bandwagon fan. I was just really drawn to certain players. And that's kind of how I do it now. Like I pulled for the Giants because we work so closely with them.
You know the guys, I mean.
Yeah, I pulled for the Pirates when I was there. But now I follow my guys. I've had like 500 something players on all my teams over the years, and like 130 or so of them have made the big leagues. So I'm not pulling for the Dodgers, but I'll pull for Tyler Glass now when he's not facing the Giants because I knew him when I was in Altoona. Kyle Harrison he's a Brewer now. I want him to do really well as long as he's not facing the Giants. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. But yeah, I grew up a Braves fan. Didn't really have an NFL team, more of a college sports guy. And then didn't care about the NBA or any of that. It was baseball and NASCAR for me growing up. Big NASCAR guy.
Damn, I've never been to NASCAR.
We'll take you. We'll work it
I
out.
live very close to the Richmond.
Yeah, you do.
We'll go to Richmond's great, but it's during baseball season. I can't make it. But Martinsville, that's like the real. You got to do the real experience in Martinsville. October.
Yeah, we got an offer one time to go to one of those, and
I set a hot dog record. New personal hot dog. I know you guys love hot dogs. Yeah. Martinsville's got the best hot dogs.
Okay.
So every year I try to one up my previous high, but as the years go by, it's getting kind of high. So I think last year I go back and check the records, but I think I did 15
in a race.
Basically, from when the gates open, which in NASCAR is early, you can keep going in and out. You can bring your own beer in.
Right.
Yeah.
Anyway, NASCAR hot dogs this October. We'll make it happen.
Yeah,
I would love that.
I want to go to a race really bad.
I do too.
I did drive a stock car around Richmond.
Oh yeah, you did the driving experience.
Yeah, which is pretty wild. They let you do that. They're like, all right, watch this video.
Yeah.
And then just get out there.
Minutes of training materials.
Get out there. Don't kill anyone.
I did it in Charlotte years ago, which is a much bigger track, so you go a lot faster. Richmond's short.
Richmond's very small. Yeah. It was fun. It was I did, I think, 16 laps, and I was exhausted. Yeah,
that's the whole, our NASCAR drivers, athletes thing. I know a few guys that are in that world, and they are absolutely
100%.
It's, it's different than what our boys out here do. It's a different type of thing.
I've heard interviews with drivers who are like, yeah, by the end of the race, just in water, I've lost 8 or 9 pounds.
Yeah, then they lose 15 pounds in water weight every race.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what I want to do one day? And I might do it Sunday because I'm just going to come to this game by myself. I want to sit on the lawn and put you and Blaine in my ears.
Yeah, you should.
And keep score. You should
keep score. Yeah.
I'll
do a scorecard.
God.
Yeah.
That sounds relaxing as hell.
I love listening to baseball on the radio.
It's the best, yeah.
One of my favorite things about, I live out in Goochland County, and I'm not in, I call that blended area of the Henrico County line. I call it either Short Gooch or Gooch Pump.
Those are both extremely good.
Yeah. So we're way out, in Goochland County.
The real Gooch.
It's about a 35-mile drive home every night. So I love to pull up
Gooch.
I love to pull up the Giants on the radio and listen to John Miller and Dave Fleming. I love John Miller. I mean, you were children of the growing up watching baseball in the 90s, John Miller and Joe Morgan on ESPN. That was Sunday Night Baseball. That was it. So school days with the Giants. It's every time I would see John Miller forever. Dave Fleming was usually with me, and Dave would bring me up to John or something and say John, you remember Trey? And John would go, no, I do not. I'm like, well, of course he doesn't. Like, he doesn't even know who I am.
You could lie.
And John, Dave would say, no, Trey from Richmond. And John would go, oh, yes, you're always much taller than I recall. But every time I'd see him, he'd go into this same story about coming to Richmond in '94 for the Governor's Cup. Richmond Braves were playing Syracuse during the strike. They needed minor league baseball to carry. Yeah. So John would, go, oh, Richmond, the Diamond. I'm like, yeah, the Diamond. He goes, never forget, there was a beautiful new ballpark when I was there. And I walked in and I couldn't believe it had an upper deck. I'd never seen a minor league ballpark that had an upper deck. And so like we got him to tell basically that story on tape last year, which is like a bucket list check off thing for me. Like meeting players is cool, but like getting to sit and talk with John Miller, or like one time I got to kind of shadow for a little bit in the back of the booth with Bob Uecker at Wrigley Field. Like,
wow.
Like those, not to name drop.
Yeah, that's like, a pretty cool one.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome. Yeah. Bob Uecker, like I was like a pop culture phenomenon, more than just baseball.
Right.
Mr. Belvedere, all that, Miller Lite ads, Johnny Carson. So yeah, back to what you said though. Baseball on the radio is awesome. I'd love it if you came out and threw an earpiece in one day.
I might on Sunday.
There are a lot of people that do that.
Oh
yeah.
I want a lonely day of solitude. It's like therapeutic.
Yeah.
Baseball therapy.
Yeah.
Just get the smooth tones of Trey Wilson coming through my ears. On the ball in the strikes.
See, Sunday day game's a little tough for me sometimes. It's just that quick turnaround. I'm here so late on Saturday, and it's like I had to tell Blaine. I think the last one we did, we were in Altoona last week. I kept messing stuff up, and I finally looked over at Blaine. I was like, "Dude, I said it on the air. I was like, will you just like unplug me and plug me back in?" Like, my
at least
brain
they're
is
at
not
like
working.
2 at the earliest now, right? I mean,
Yeah.
or 1 o'clock before.
They still get up on you fast.
Yeah.
Like day games sneak up. Day games after night games. Tough turnaround for the players. Tough turnaround for our staff.
Mm-hmm.
But then you're done, and it's Sunday night,
and you get
I go out to dinner and have a normal person life for 3 hours.
Right, before you get on the bus.
Yeah.
Wow, what a segue.
Buses?
Yeah, kind of.
What's your favorite type of bus?
Oh, yeah.
No,
I'm a really big fan of the MCI J4500.
Oh my God.
That's a real thing. Google it. Look, I'm sure you got something to do. I do our travel stuff as part of my job. And like, I'll just say it wasn't here. This was with the previous organization. And we were on the bus, and the bus driver that we had for this particular trip couldn't figure out how to turn the air conditioning on for like the rest of the bus. It was just on in like the driver's.
just one vent, just working as hard as possible.
So the guys are in the back texting me complaining, understandably. Yeah, it's like, I won't repeat what they said. Colorfully said, it's very hot back here.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So I'm sitting up in the front of the bus and like asking him, he's like flipping the same switch on and off. And I'm like, well, that's not the switch. So I like literally, I'm Googling the like manual for an MCI J4500 charter bus, trying to figure out how to make the air conditioner turn on. Couldn't find it, but I did find some bus company had like an onboarding video for their drivers posted to YouTube, and I found that and it went through all the switches. And I was like, hey, that switch right there, flip that one on.
It's pretty cool.
And then we got lost later that night too. Ended up turning a 10-hour trip into a 15-hour trip.
Good Lord.
You get to experience all the ballparks, all the food offerings, all the culture of these different towns up and down the East Coast. Do you have a favorite and a least favorite place to visit for whatever reasons? They don't have to be baseball.
I like going to Altoona. I was there so it's a little bit of like going back to a place that I spent the back half of my 20s. Like, it's not the most happening town in the Eastern League. It's a small town.
It's no Goochland.
It's no Goochland. Yeah, they don't have a Licking Hole Creek or the Exxon station, the Wise Choice. Have y'all been? Speaking of food,
I have no idea what you're talking about.
They're not a sponsor. This is not a paid advertisement. Best chicken in the Richmond region. At the Exxon station, right off that Mannequin Sabbath exit, just past Short Pump, past 288.
Oh, I've heard people talk about this.
It's insanely good.
I've seen people like on Reddit being like, what's the best chicken in Virginia? And everyone says this gas station.
Yeah, it's that one. Wise Choice is an Exxon station right off 64. You got the... it's like $7.95. They got the loaded chicken tender bowl. It's chicken tenders sliced up over a bed of mac and cheese and potato wedges with hot sauce, like buffalo sauce and ranch.
Andy loves a slot bowl.
I have nothing to do after this.
Yeah,
interesting.
We'll trip out to the Goochland County line.
Yeah.
Least favorite.
You don't have to.
It's. I mean, like
we don't want to get you in trouble.
We can cut it out.
No.
I'm genuinely curious.
It's like. Going to Bowie.
Okay, that's the answer.
Really like the people that work there. I think they're doing a lot of great things. But it's just sometimes the crowd's a little smaller, or when you're coming from here. And it's, again, not like I always tell our peers, the other teams, like it's not apples and oranges. What we're doing in Richmond is not the same as what you're doing here. You're working with a different market. You're working with different investment levels from ownership, stuff like that. I try to crack up Blade on the air every now and then, see if I can make him just kind of lose it and have to mute the mic. And there was one where we were up there and there's like 7 people in the ballpark on like a Tuesday. It had rained and, the thing's not going in their favor. And this one guy, there's a close pitch and the umpire called it a ball. And this guy yells, boo, like at the top of his lungs. And I was like, well, the fan disagreed with that call. Food-wise, ballpark food.
Yeah.
Y'all might remember a few years ago, Erie went super viral for this cotton candy hot dog.
No.
It was a hot dog, and the bun was cotton candy, and it was covered in like nerds.
Okay.
And
I don't like it so far.
we happened to be there for the game that they were doing this. So gates have been open for a little while. I walked down to the concessions. I asked their guys, like, where do you get these things? I want to try it. And he's like, it's at this particular stand. So I go there, and the guy at the stand, I tell him, I was like, hey, I want the cotton candy dog. And he's like, really? I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, like it's
He's like,
doing
we
it
didn't,
tonight, right? He's like, nobody's like actually like ordered one yet. We have the stuff. We can put it together. It's going to take a few minutes. So I tried it and it was so bad.
I can
like,
literally only imagine.
the hot dog grease like soaked into the cotton candy.
It's like melting
and
the
like
cotton candy.
crystallized it. Like
Yeah,
it
that's
was
no good.
It was awful. And they know it was awful, but it got them a lot of attention. Like that's
Yeah.
the thing. Like
That's what you need.
Erie's usually like bottom of the league in attendance, like near the bottom. They're not at the bottom, but they're near the bottom of the league in attendance. But their operation is good. They do a lot with very little. I think that they run a good show there. So it's hard to compare and be like, well, Richmond's first in attendance. I do think we do everything the best.
Sure.
It's second through 12th. Everybody else fighting it out. But I think Erie has a good operation. I think they do things well. Like creative things like that. They're constantly getting like viral
And they
stuff.
did the John Oliver
Yeah, they did
thing.
the thing with John
the
Oliver,
moon
the
mammoths.
I mean, yeah, that was massive.
It's a new year. So
It is. And
they're hot. But as of recording,
incredible.
the Seals have won 8 games. So we might be heading for another showdown.
dude,
It's been so fun to watch. Like 22-6 right now. And it just,
yeah, and it's like you can't turn it off, but you literally have to watch the Squirrels games.
pro tip on
Until
the
the very
road,
end.
you can pull up the MILB TV feed, sync the radio feed, and you can listen to me and Blaine.
I listened to all of them.
Clearly.
You listen once for 3 innings, and I'm grateful.
Oh yeah,
My grandmother listens to every game,
That's nice.
and I just assume that that's the entire audience. I know it's not, but I always assume I'm calling the game for Grandma Susan back in Smithfield.
nah. If I'm not here, I will be watching, which hasn't been the case historically. I'm not watch every game on TV, but this year it's like,
Yeah, bandwagon fans, right?
shut up.
When I think of the Tostado section, I think of bandwagon
yeah,
fans.
that's us.
Yeah,
man.
they're
Fair
They're
weather.
diehards, man. We love it. We love it.
Fair weather.
I still remember the first time we started seeing y'all's posts coming up, and we were like, "What 20-year-old girls are running this
That's
account?"
what
what Frankie
That's what
himself
Francisco thought.
It's cool though. It's cool. There's nobody else in minor league baseball. Like all the things that we have here that are so different. There's nobody else in minor league baseball that has kind of like a diehard fan, social media, like between the different graphic things that you do and then the podcast. And nobody else has that. It's awesome.
That's shocking to me. It's so much fun. It's just fun.
Untapped market.
Well, it's just like this. It's this crazy combination of like you got to have somebody who has the skills, like the graphic skills, to do the Team Tuesdays and the Frankie posts back in the day and all that. Like that's rare on its own. These days, people can just throw stuff together with AI. But what we say about AI?
We don't do it.
Certainly.
Oh, I wanted to ask you if you ever rode the roller coaster in Altoona.
I did. There's actually a video of it. Well, when I lived there, I did it a bunch.
Yeah, I figured.
I heard y'all talking about it on. So the curve is actually the horseshoe curve is actually a train track stretch. It's not a stretch of road. You can actually go to Squirrel Social, and Blaine and I did a little tour on the road, driven by AAA. There'll be more of that type of content.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah, we went up the train tracks, like where the actual train was going by. That's the horseshoe curve.
That's
anyway,
cool.
The roller coaster, the world's oldest roller coaster is in that same park, but it's like back behind it and it hasn't been running for like 15
The
years.
world, like literally the first.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's well, the oldest
Still up. Yeah.
allegedly operational, but it's not operational anymore. So it's called Leap the Dips. But then there's the one behind right field in Altoona. It's called the Skyliner.
Yeah.
There's a video on Squirrel's YouTube. We used to have a TV show, and Jake Eisenberg and I went up there and wrote it and did a segment for it. And it's really actually kind of funny because there's a shot in there of us. We had a GoPro on the front of the roller coaster, and we're going down this drop, and Jake's in the front with his hands in the air, having the time of his life. And we hit that bottom, and my entire spine just collapsed. And you just see this anguish, agony, pain from me. But yeah, it's a little rough. It's a little bit of a rough ride. It hasn't been open for the last like 4 years. Though.
Oh, it's not open anymore? Damn it.
The park went out of business, I think. So they're trying to figure out what to do with it.
It's a beautiful back piece.
It is. Yeah, between that and the mountains. Yeah, back piece, backdrop.
Back piece. It's a tattoo on your back.
Just back piece, yeah, dude.
So I know you're obviously a huge baseball card collector.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody who knows you knows you're a huge baseball card collector.
I grew up a kid in the boom of baseball cards, right? Like, or one of the booms of baseball cards. And I always kind of like kept doing a little bit with it. It was a little bit kind of like the people in baseball kind of associate that with the autograph hounds. It kind of went one and the same. But in the last few years, like Fanatics has gotten the players so involved. Like half our team collects cards.
Oh, yeah.
So it's become like a social thing. Like me and some of the guys will go to card shops on the roads now.
And if it's
on
not
the road.
baseball cards, are collecting Pokemon.
Yeah, Pokemon, NFL. One of our guys did, who's that big rookie quarterback in Topps Chrome? The big rookie football guys. One of our guys did an autograph of him this morning down in the clubhouse there, ripping some Topps Chrome football. But so what I like to do is like, I like to build the old sets. It kind of helps connect me back to the day. So I've built out every top set 1968 on. And I'm working on backing those up. And then I like to get cards of the guys that I know that I've worked with. So I love the color matches. I love the oranges. There's a little rarity to them, but also they just look cool.
It looks so.
I've got like 50 one-of-ones.
Yeah.
I have the Kyle Harrison rookie superfractor auto. I got the Luis Matos rookie super auto.
This brings me to something we've been teasing on the pod for 2 weeks now.
Oh, yeah?
My apology to Trey Wilson. Not long ago, I got my first superfractor, and I posted it on our page.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It was the rookie pitchers with Mason, who is our big collection. And I said, shout out to Jack Thompson for this card.
Yeah.
What I failed to mention was that I actually reached out to you, and you were the one that said, hey, Jack Thompson has that card. You should probably hit him up about it.
I don't need the credit for that.
Well, I'm going to give it to you. The next time I saw you.
You're going to give me the card?
Oh, no, the credit.
I'll take the card.
The credit for finding it.
There's only one thing that'll make this right.
I ran into you. You're like, Jack, I got a card. Pretty interesting, huh? So that, I was like, damn, actually technically right. Even though he might not care. And for that,
what got you the card was U.S. currency. If we're being honest.
Yeah.
It wasn't cheap, but it is. I'm
glad you landed its right. I still do have Mason's Pod Paracha.
I know.
One.
I know. Now.
If it ever goes anywhere, it's going to y'all. But for now, it's going to stay with me. Mason doesn't want it, so
no, he doesn't.
We showed him our rainbow. He's like,
"What's that?"
Yeah, he's like, "Cool, I guess. I wish the kid had these."
Well, I was downstairs earlier. Bowman is about to come out. 2026 Bowman. Parks Harbor's in there.
Yep.
He didn't know he was in there until like somebody told him like yesterday.
Oh, really?
So we were actually sitting down and he...
Andy's got the nets out.
Oh, yeah. I'm working on it too.
Parks for $15.
Yeah, I'm working on it a little bit too. I already told him I'm going to give him a stack of some of like the paper and the base chromes and stuff. But he like, while we were there, he like looked it up online and somebody's already got one on eBay and it doesn't come out for a few days. And he that was his first time actually seeing what his first like licensed real card looks like. So I was like, that's a Yankees photo. They photoshopped this.
Oh, really?
That's really cool.
So he's not a collector, I take it.
He said he needs to learn a little bit about it now that he's got because he's got some old like Leaf cards. He's done some other stuff, but this is his first like real deal licensed card. That's like a milestone moment for guys.
Absolutely.
I always say like when Flagship comes out every year and the guys get their first rookie card, I always post our guys that we have in there and be like, this is a rite of passage. That's a big thing, guys' journey. Not everybody gets that. Anyway, this stuff's fascinating. I always love talking to people about it. Like I go to card shows and people are like, "Oh, you're the guy from the Squirrels. I saw your Harrison superfractor." And it's just become so much more mainstream now. It's really cool to like I mean, you can appreciate this. I guess we're on audio, I should say. You can appreciate this, Evan. Like contributing to like a work of art that like becomes a physical thing. Like going back, I've been trying to go back and find like the one-of-ones for cards that I took photos for Topps back in the day.
You did Pro Debut? Is that what it was?
Pro Debut, well, Heritage Minors when that still existed. And some of the other cards that I've like contributed to working on, I'm trying to find all those. It's super cool to see some work that you did like become. Yeah. As the first time I saw my photo that I took on a legitimate Topps licensed baseball card, I was like, the 8-year-old version of me would think this is just like the coolest thing. So the collecting for me is like, it's all sentimental. It's all ties to guys that I have relationships with in some form or fashion, whether it was we like spent one conversation together or I just watched them play here, or guys that I was a little closer with and still kind of talk to this day. And some of them like, guys that like, I was with him when I got this card of him, which is kind of like weird. used to feel really weird to be like, have all these little tiny pieces of
your face.
2.5 by 3.5 paper with my coworkers' faces on.
I've got a laptop full of their faces.
I do too.
All right, we're pretty much done. But before we let you go, my friend, we got a question on the Nutsack last week that said, it's from Big Dog Ray Edwards, fan of the year.
Shout out Ray.
Shout out Ray, big dog. He asked us who we think is going to be the first person on this roster to see San Francisco.
Yeah.
It's a tough question to answer because a lot can happen between here and San Francisco.
Yeah, there's so many ins, so many outs, so many what have yous.
Yep.
Going all these kinds of things. It's just so dependent on like what the Giants' need is in a particular time, or maybe somebody gets traded at the deadline and they go somewhere they get fast tracked. We saw a few years ago, like Jose Marte was here, got traded to the Angels. He was in the big leagues like a week later.
Yeah.
Like, he wasn't really probably going to get anywhere close to the big leagues in that time with the Giants. But I mean, conventional wisdom says like I'm very much not like a prospects list guy. Everybody here's on level footing, in my opinion. We've seen guys who were not on the top 30 lists go on to have great major league careers. David VR had a great run. Tyler Fitzgerald. Logan Webb, when he first got here, was not a top 30 Giants prospect.
That's crazy.
Which is insane. And been one of the best pitchers in baseball the last few years.
Well, and I think to your point, like so much of it just depends on if there's a spot for them.
Yeah.
Not so much like what their MLB The Show rating is.
Yeah, I mean, it could be like Will Bednar. He's got a few things he still needs to kind of rein in, but the stuff is there. He had a great spring. He was in big league camp. Relievers are always kind of like a little bit of a wild card. Would love to see. I mean, I'd love to see every single one of these guys get up here. But Will's got incredible stuff. Plus, he's got a little bit of pedigree being a first round draft pick and stuff like that, which doesn't mean everything. Once you get here, I always tell guys like you are the same to us, whether you're first round pick or non-drafted free agent or an indie ball signing or anything like that. But maybe somebody in the bullpen. Bo obviously has some prospect cachet. Parks Harbor, both those guys are in big league camp this year. But I'm so bad at guessing that kind of stuff. And it's like there are 29 guys here right now. It's like 29 kids, I have to love them all equally.
Yeah.
It's like I don't have favorites except for a couple that are actually kind of favorites. But our teams the last few years have been so awesome. Like the groups of guys have been so good. You just want to see all of them have success at the major leagues. And we had a nice run there, like 22, 23, like a ton of those guys made major leagues. And that's what we want to see. We want to see them stick, but I love watching those debut days. The first, when they get their first game, they're showing the shots of the family, and
even if it's for another team, even if it's
the
Giants,
for sure.
Like
get there.
Will Wilson was
Will Wilson. Yeah, again, I don't have favorites, but he's one of my favorites.
Everyone was.
I was expecting.
I call him my long lost cousin. Blaine and I actually went up to his big league debut last year in Cleveland.
Awesome. Oh, you did?
We were in Akron and had a night game. Cleveland's playing a day game against the Yankees. So we went to the ballpark. We drove up. We actually shot some content for this that just never made the light of day, which is a bummer. But we drove up. I bought tickets in the front row, third base line. He's playing third base. So he's like walking the line, warming up, and he walking past. He looks over, and goes, "What are you guys doing here?"
You're just standing there silently staring at him.
He's literally about to go make his major league debut. And it was super cool. Aaron Judge ended up at third base in the first inning. And first of all, Will's not crazy tall. He's a normal sized person, but Aaron Judge.
I like Aaron Judge. He's a freak.
So Aaron Judge is towering over him. And I saw Judge go up to him and put his hand on his back and say a couple words to him. I never asked Will what he said. Probably keep it to himself anyway.
Sure.
But that was super cool to see that. And then, now he's with the Mariners. So we pull for these guys wherever they go. We want them to have success with the Giants, but just get to the big leagues and or an adult, some guys aren't going to make the big leagues. They're going to make great memories while they're here. Yeah. People like Jack Snodgrass was back last year. We were talking about when he was here. And it's cool 10 years later for guys like that to be like, oh, what I did actually meant something to some people, even if they never made the major leagues.
For sure. I want to talk to that dude.
Who? Snodgrass?
Yeah.
He's a comedian.
I know.
You specifically said we should talk to him. Yeah.
Yeah. You just had him on Fun 09 not long ago, right?
Yeah, it was when we taped last year, and I just forgot to post on the podcast. Okay. We literally recorded it for the podcast, and the anniversary of he threw a combined no-hitter in his AA debut, and the anniversary came. I was going to pull a clip, and I went to look for the podcast, and I was like, oh, I guess we never ran it.
Well, here it is.
There's so many good podcasts that we still haven't run. We have a Mason Black Major League debut story that still hasn't run. We need to get that out there.
We'd love to kill.
That was the first time we met.
At his major league debut? That's right. Yeah, there's another big league debut.
There's another one. You just happened to be in town. Because that was in...
You're in Erie, I believe?
We were in Erie.
You were in Philly. Is where your debut.
Yeah, you were in...
I was in Philly on vacation.
Right.
You were in Erie on work.
And you got called up like you didn't know he was going.
No, yeah. He got
was
called
so
up the
awesome.
day I was supposed to leave town.
I've never seen anything like that. Well, first of all, I was in Erie. We were on a 2-week trip. We'd been in Akron, off day. It was like, I knew he was getting called up and starting. So I was like, I'm renting a car. I'm driving. Erie to Pennsylvania, it's the same state, but it's not close.
Yeah.
It's like an 8-hour
It goes pretty long hot dog ways. Or hamburger ways, rather.
Yeah, there was a 6-hour drive or something like that. So I drove over, went to the game. And what's super cool about that for Mason was everybody there knew he was relatively local. He's from the Scranton area, very much not Philly. But I went to Lehigh, and so he was warming up in the bullpen. You were over there too. Like, there was a huge crowd to watch him warming up. And then he comes out onto the field, or they're doing the lineup announcement pregame. And they announced, like, from whatever town he's from, in Lehigh University, Mason Black, he got an ovation from Philly fans who are notoriously very friendly to visiting fans.
Very Philly, across all sports.
I agree.
And then he comes up in the first inning and he struck out, what is it, Schwarber and Harper. I know he struck out Harper to end the inning.
And then he got somebody on one pitch. That was his first inning, where strikeout Schwarber. Turner on one pitch, strikeout Harper.
Yeah, he strikes out Harper. He's come off the field, and the fans are cheering. I have a video of it, like, for proof, and I couldn't believe it. It was super awesome. My first Major League Baseball game was in Philly at the Vet.
Nice.
So it was against the Expos, 1998. Kurt Schilling pitched a complete game. So our old pitching coach, Steve Klein, who's like a character of characters, he was in the bullpen with the Expos that day. And I told him once, I was like, hey, my first Major League game, you were there. He was like a second-year big leaguer. And he goes, were you that kid flipping me off while I was in the bullpen? I was like, no, that's probably a local. That was probably a Philly guy.
Well, weren't you just yelling like Glizzy or something at Mason Black?
Yeah, he came out for his bullpen warm-up. So I just go, the Glizzy Prince of Richmond has arrived. And he was just zoned in.
Well, we asked him later. It was like, did you hear that? He's like, yeah, of course.
How could I not hear that?
Yeah, that was super cool. That was awesome to be there. Mason's such a great guy. I mean, most of our guys the last several years especially have been. There was a big generational shift, I think, across society as a whole. There have been a few generational shifts the last few years. But, like, the group that's come along post-pandemic, like, baseball players had a reputation back in the day, a little wild, like everything that you would think. The guys these days, they're all like, they're married young. They, they'll have some beers together, but it's very low key. Like, I'll walk into the hotel sometimes, like I'll have been out grabbing a drink somewhere, and I'll come back and the guys are all sitting in the lobby playing a board game. I can't think of what it's called. Catan, yeah.
Oh, sick.
Not this year's team, but like in past years, like walk in, there's like 12 guys sitting in the lobby of the hotel at midnight playing, or 1 a.m. playing Catan.
So funny.
I think that's like a younger generation thing too. I mean, I know, like, again, we're getting way in the weeds. Like, I know, like, the Gen Z kids and everything, like, they're not drinking. Like, we all grew up, like, smoking cigarettes and drinking a lot.
Party animals. Anymore.
They're the kids these days. They're
Kids these days.
They have nobody to look up to.
Plus, I gotta imagine, like any sport, I mean, the level of competition just keeps getting higher. So you just got to be that much more locked in.
These guys are like, they're under a microscope constantly from the time they're like 12 years old.
Right.
Yeah.
Especially some of the guys who are like the higher draft picks and stuff that were doing all the showcases everywhere. And they know that the people are always watching. So they didn't have the type of freedom that previous generations had.
Yeah.
And they just don't really seem to be interested in that type of stuff for the most part. Now, some other teams, maybe that's still the case, but for whatever reason, the Giants get like really high character young men on their teams. And it's been an interesting change, I think, dynamic. It's not just in baseball. Like, I've noticed it, like you were talking about, like just in society, like the younger generation, they're a little more tame.
Yeah.
Well, now that we've spent the last couple minutes sounding like just
The oldest people in America.
Yeah. If only Adrian Sugasti's girlfriend could hear us now.
Yeah, us mid-millennials.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, Trey. Well, we're almost at an hour.
Wow.
We did it. We did it. Thanks for finally doing this. Glad we could work it out. Is there anything, obviously, the Funville 9, everybody listen to that. Anything else you want to plug, promote, let people know about?
I love when people listen to the games. That's what we do it for. I do a lot of other stuff here, but those 3 hours or so a night, getting to talk to everybody about what's happening on the field. Yeah, tune in. You can find the broadcast on the Odyssey app. Search Ninth and the Fan. We're on when we're at home. You can watch if you have MLB TV and you set one of your favorite teams to the Giants. It'll show up in the watch tab,
which is remarkably affordable, by the way.
Yeah,
it's like $4 a month or something.
Yeah. Well, there's the minor league one. There's the Bally Sports Live when we're home. We're on there. There's also like a listen live tab on the website that has there's a bunch of places to find us. But just tune into the games. Send us social media messages saying like, "Hey, I'm tuned in." You know, we love that type of interactivity. Like it's a communal thing. So.
Hi, Cora.
And there's all kinds of action in the window behind you.
Yeah, there's
kind of distracting action.
We are coming to you on tape delay from the Synergy Technical Broadcast booth. Visit their website.
Getting ready to go for their 7:05 game against the Akron Rubber Ducks.
Yeah, and then, meanwhile, everybody in here is making a bunch of racket. I thought this would be the quietest place we could find in the ballpark.
Quieter in the press box and the diamond. So
yeah, God, the diamond. Remember the diamond?
No.
Remember the diamond?
Yeah, my office had a nice waterfall. Like it was really fancy. I don't think it was supposed to,
A lot
but
of
it
people's
did.
offices had water features, from what I understand.
Yeah, water feature.
This is a nice way to put it.
Yeah, look, I'm super sentimental about old ballparks, and I loved our time with the Diamond. But man, how nice is it to be in this little micro Major League stadium? Like this place is incredible.
It's incredible. Well, I could sing the praises of Carmax Park all day. I mean, it feels like we're in a Major League stadium.
If you haven't been, come check out Carmax Park. SquirrelsBaseball.com/tickets. Tell them Trey sent you.
And with
Use
that,
promo code Trey to pay an extra 20%.
Use promo code Trey for Derek to delete it from the system.
all right, Trey, thanks again. We'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Thanks for listening to our podcast with our best friend Trey. Thanks for listening to our podcasts each and every whenever we put them out. If you're not following us on Instagram, follow us at The Tostado Section. Watch the pod on YouTube at The Tostado Section on YouTube. Or youtube.com/The Tostado Section.
Whatever.
You understand how the internet works. You made it this far.
Yeah.
I think that's all we got. Don't forget Despicable Me Night. And we'll see you next time in The Tostado Section.